Hello guys, another full groom, no edit, no nonsense. Here's the little Lilly I have. Beautiful little Coton de Tulear. I've been grooming this little girl for many years now. And today Mom has asked me to cut some of this off here, some of her the ends of her ears, because it's getting quite long and we usually don't cut. So she says, this time I'd like you to cut. So I'm going to give her two beautiful shampoos and a beautiful shape. My tongue is caught in my mouth somewhere here. A beautiful little facial. All right, so let's get the grooming going. And I groom a lot of Coton de Tulears. I have a lot of them. There's a lady, like, it was what, 14 years ago when I had started out. There's a lady that came to me. She was a breeder. She still is. She was breeding Coton de Tulear dogs, and I didn't know about this breed. I had never heard about this breed, never seen them, and it's the first time that I'd seen this. And I was just starting out. And when she came to me because one of her females was going to give birth, and she needed me to shave the belly to be sure that the whole belly area, once that the babies were born, that there was not too much hair for those little puppies so they can drink, and so they can drink and not have too much hair in their mouth, I guess. So since then, like, she was sending all of her clients to me, and I have a lot of her clients that I'm still grooming many of her dogs. Like, I have grandkids, you know, these I've groomed like the grandmother of, you know, and yeah, so Lilly is so sweet. She's a very, very, very good dog to groom. Hi, little girl. I forgot to put my thing on to keep myself from getting wet. I think I'm going to put that on, guys, because it's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable once you start getting, like, I keep getting wet from the belly. Yeah, you guys like to splash and whatnot. Speaking of getting wet, I started doing something these last few grooms. I'd noticed every time that I'm, you know, pouring, like, I'll do a bottle of shampoo like this, and I'll fill it up and put the shampoo in, because it's like I need to dilute the shampoo, and I fill it up, but I'll groom one dog, and then when it's time for the next dog to come in, the shampoo that's in here gets colder. It doesn't do that in the summer, of course, but it's warm in here. I don't find it cold, but I guess it must be a little colder than summer for sure. So what I started doing is I got myself one of these here containers, and as soon as I'm done with my dog's bath, I'll put these in the container, and I'll add water to the container to be sure that the next pup gets warm shampoo, because usually when I'll be pouring the shampoo comes out a little cold, and that's like, ooh, a little shocking for them. What I do though is I was always pouring the shampoo on my hand so that I get the cold shampoo on my hand and not on their body the best I could. So yeah, so I got that, and it's working really well, and I absolutely love it for myself too, because it's nice and warm. The shampoo is nice and warm when it comes out. Like, it's a little warmer than warm. It's not hot, but just warmer than warm. Yeah, all pups like to hang their heads over the side like this. And then it's all wet on the bottom. I always have to put a towel down there. Can we back up? So you always see me pushing them back. Lift your head, honey. Even when they're tiny, So this is my last pup for this week. And then I'm gonna have some time. This is pre-recorded, so it's pre-Christmas. So I'm guessing this is going to be my Friday video. That means it's going to be after Christmas. Yeah, my Friday video. By the time this one's posted, I'll be working next Friday. Well, yeah, I know what I mean. I'm just blabbering, guys. So I'm gonna rinse her out. Yeah, nice shake, shake. See, lucky I'm wearing one of those. I'm wearing that. Nice rinse. Let me know, guys, if you're really enjoying these these videos that I'm not editing. Oh, here's my dog. Mr. Bud. Sorry, guys, he's gonna stop in a minute. My husband just got home, and even if I try to call out to him, because usually I'd say, Bud, quiet, quiet, and he'd be quiet, but he's deaf now. So he can't even hear me, so there's no use in me trying to tell him to be quiet. Hang on, honey, give me a second. I need a little towel, guys. Give me a towel for her head. Wipe some of that off and get her head here. Yeah, because I posted a few of these up, these types of videos with no edits. As I've explained before, the reason why I edit the videos is because I just want to make the videos more interesting for you guys, so you don't have to, sit there and watch the whole bath. But yeah, speaking of sitting there and watching, you can always, I'm going to have the timestamps at the bottom. So, in the description section. So, if you want to skip to something else, be my guest and skip. And if you are watching, thank you for supporting this channel. I started in 2023, fall 2023. Actually, the 22nd? No, October 20th, 2023. I started this channel. So now Jace is playing. What are you worried about? Yeah, we got to get between those toes. So let me know down in the comments, are you a groomer? Are you wanting to learn about grooming? Are you a future groomer? Or you're just a pup parent? I started off as just a pup parent that enjoyed washing my two dogs, Samu and Valentine. These were my two pups I had. Valentine was a Shih Tzu. I say was because she passed away last year, and Sam also passed away last year. Both of them with interval of 2 months. Sorry, I'm trying to get this soap out here. Whoa, wait. It's a lot. I love this stuff. This is, it smells nice. This is my blueberry facial. Yeah, so I started out grooming my two dogs. I loved brushing my little Shih Tzu. I loved, just taking care of them, washing them, drying them, clipping their nails. And one day, I told myself, why not? Hey, what does it take to become a groomer? So I went online, and of course, you need certificate, diploma, whatever, and I did my course online actually with a school, online school. I took my basic course, and it's with ICS in Canada. I'm trying to remember what it was in the States. There's another name. But that happened. So yeah, I got that. The training was, it was online, but I got my books. Had ordered the books, so I had books and I had exams to do online and whatnot. But then I started taking classes. Well, classes, not classes. I started learning. I got videos from Jody Murphy. She's a competitive groomer, certified competitive groomer. And I don't know what she's doing today though, but with Jody Murphy I learned scissoring because the course was only, you know, you just learned how to shape the dog, you know, and what blades to use, how to approach the dog, and just, you know, all kinds of different, you know, how to bathe them. And so yeah, but it wasn't enough for me. I didn't want to just learn how to shave a dog. I wanted to know how to do cuts, right? I love the artistic side of it. So that's how I did that. And then I ended up, I started learning how to do, I was working with my husband. He was a painter, I was a painter, painted houses. And then I started taking Tuesdays off to book clients. So I got like my first client, and back then I was doing this like, I'd put up an ad in the paper. That's a little tiny little ad in the corner of paper with like 4 or 5 words, you know, it's this little ad. And then I started getting calls. And then after being able to book 3 dogs in my day, I figured, well, I'll take an extra day because I needed to keep working with my husband, right? The money still needed to come in. It wasn't enough for me to work only 1 day. So I went in and I added a second day. So I was working on the Tuesdays and on the Wednesdays. But then it's nice to have 1 client, but your client's going to come back maybe in 4 to 8 weeks. So it took a little while. And then I quickly understood, you know, I was using what was it called? Google Ads. You know, I got my website going and it took a while. Took a while, but it picked up. And in the beginning, I was grooming bigger dogs too, and quickly understood that it's too much for my back. I work alone, you know, so I preferred being able to handle the dogs on my own. You know, I didn't want to be stuck with a dog that I couldn't lift, or even if the dog would be aggressive, I'd be completely alone with the dog. I don't know. So we're pretty much done this part. We're done. We're going to lift you up. I'm going to rinse underneath. Pretty good. See how good she is, guys? She's all good. All right, so enough about me yapping about my my past. Absorb all of that water. We all have a story. Well, my story was, that's what happened. Because in the beginning, I did start taking a course with a lady at in my area. She had her shop and all, but it was horrible. It was horrible. It was just horrible. Because there was so many dryers in there, so many dogs in cages and yelping and crying, and cats, and it was just, and the music was on and everyone's talking, and it just felt like a stressful environment. Hang on, I'm just gonna secure him here. Come get my camera. Little one's right there. I got my eye on him. There, yes. You always gotta stay close to the pups to be sure that nothing happens to them. Yeah, so I'll take this off here. Oops, what happened there? You dropped your towel. Yeah, so I worked with her, and she wasn't very nice. She wasn't very, she wasn't very nice, let's just say. I didn't find her very nice, and she was laughing at me because at one point I had, she was having me practice cutting the nails, right? And I quicked the dog, and the dog's nail started bleeding, so I started crying. It's like, I just had tears in my eyes, and she looked at me and she says, "What?" And it's like, "What are you doing?" And she kind of laughed at me, and then she went and turned around and told everyone, all the girls, and they kind of all like giggled at the fact that anyhow. There's many other things that was happening. I had been there for a month, and all I was doing was bathing the dogs. She wasn't paying me. I had paid her $2,000 for my course, and it's like she was having me bathe all the dogs, which I completely understand. You need to get used to it, and then I was cutting the nails. So all I wanted to do was start, show me some other stuff. I made you a lot of cash here. I'd like to know other stuff than just be working, giving you some free work. That free help, whatever. So anyway, I had left. I left, and I didn't even ask for my money back. I mean, I was young back then. I was young. Yeah, that was like almost 15 years ago. Yes, I was younger. Yes, I was young. And I just didn't want to have anything to do with her. I just, leave it. And I left. And then that's when I found the ICS, International Career School Canada. That's what it was. I'm reading my my diploma there, guys. Yeah. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Can everyone see there? All I'm doing is just cutting. So yeah, in 2025, at the start of 2025, I think I'm gonna start, I keep forgetting the name of this. What is it called? I start talking, then I forget. I'm not remembering. I'll figure it out, guys. I know what I want to start. I'm just not remembering the name. Does that happen to you? Forgetting words? Memberships. So we can hang out together, do behind the scenes stuff. I want to show you around, share a little more of myself with you guys. We can talk so I can get to know you guys also. Create a real community. A real community. And I want to find a way to be able to do that. There's one thing I definitely want to do is I want to start. Oh, I'm going to get some of that hair out, guys. Give me a second. I want to concentrate. I'm going to just shave some of this out. I'm only at the edge of the ears, guys, and I'm just twisting. This is a shaver. It just shaves the hair instead of pulling. So it doesn't hurt. There you go. And all of that. And I'll use a fresh one. A blue one. Yeah, I'd like to start something like where you guys could send me, you know, if you're wanting to learn about grooming, or you need help with your grooming at home with your dog, or if you're, you know, whatever. If you're needing to learn how to do specific things and understand specific things, you could send me a video. Here again. You can send me a video. I'd like to do videos where I can actually show your video, and I can commentary, you know, like commentary. I can comment on the video and, you know, explain, like if you're telling me you don't know how to do a specific thing or whatever, and what am I doing wrong, or you know what I mean. And I can just comment on that and help you out, you know, answer your questions, and you'd be on my video. I'm going to flip this around, guys, so that we can use it on the other ear. We're never using the same side. You can either use two different ones. If you don't want to waste your cottons, then just flip it to do the other ear. So yeah, then I can comment on whatever it is that you're doing, or itchy ear myself, and yeah, help you out. I'm still trying to figure out a way to do that, but if that's something that you would like, I mean, you don't even have to show your face on the video, because some people are not really comfortable with videos, you know, being on video, but it could just be your hands and your dog, just so I can see. Like example, you're trying to figure out how to, what is that? You're trying to figure out how to hold your scissors, or, so I can see what you're doing. Guys, I just noticed something here. She doesn't have this usually. Hang on, honey. What is that? I have to talk to her mama about that. There's this spot here. Oh, she was probably shaved. Oh, did you get a, not a flea, but what do you call that? Looks like she was shaved. She has a hole this big. You'll see later. I'll show you. What's going on? Okay. So, yeah, let me know if that's something that would interest you. And I just don't know how to get it started. I mean, I have to get myself like a specific email. I want to, you know, an email for only that, right? I don't want it to be mixed in my other email stuff, you know. Forgot to check your bum area here. Oh, we need to do that. Hang on, guys. You know, when I'm talking, sometimes I talk too much. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll create an email, and then I will announce it in the you know, where the community tab is. Leave a message there. I'm gonna wipe this bum here, and then you guys can send me the videos, and I can start that. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna work on it over the holidays, and I'm gonna try to get that out. And I'll probably just announce it in all my videos, like in the beginning of each video, announce it. I'll pre-record something so that I don't have to say it every time, and I'll just insert it in a pre-recorded video. All right, so is it time to dry the little one? Is the little one going to be nice and dry? I always put this on the belly band. This came with a plastic, this huge plastic thing, and it's like, that hurts the belly. So I just took it off, and instead I put this soft towel here. Both feet, please. And there's a reason for this. I just don't want her to be turning and turning, you know, spinning while I'm drying. There's more control this way. She's not in any pain. They're just staying there like that. I know someone had commented telling me that the dog was, you know, restrained, and poor dog. And it's like, no. If the dog was loose and going round and round, and I'm pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling to try to get the dog to turn around, that would be poor me. And poor dog too, because I'd be flipping the dog back and forth all the time. Already that we do enough of that during the groom. All right, so I'm gonna dry in sections. I always dry in sections, so you'll see me doing the sections, and then I'll turn her around and dry the rest. So again, if you don't wanna have to endure the whole dry, there are timestamps down in the description below. right. We're going to finish her face. We finish doing her face, drying her face with another dryer. Like this, like that. Spoon on that. I've been having trouble with this. Still recording. A while ago, I recorded. It will have been last Monday's video. I'm recording in advance, so I'm just saying I had recorded the video and I had done all of the start of the video, and then my camera stopped recording, and I have no idea why my camera stopped recording. All right. I have no idea, and I had done my whole intro, just everything was done. I had given the dog her first shampoo, and yeah. So I keep checking my camera to be sure that it's still recording. So I'm just tapping and pulling up and away again. Whoops, that's it, honey. So she's an easy groom, you know. I do have complicated grooms, but this one's an easy one. I had easy dogs today, very easy dogs. And there are days where I'll have just complicated dogs one after the other. Hang on, honey. And those days I am so burnt out. You know, when I say complicated, I mean they'll pull, they'll turn, they won't want to stay. Sometimes they'll bite, or they'll just be like, so I'm constantly, you know, watching out that I'm not bit, or so your adrenaline's there a little. I'm going to cut some of this off here because she's got this huge, well, this not that big, but this mat. Pull right up and come right out. There you go. Oh no, not this time. I don't like recording at this hour. Right now it's 10 after 3 and that sun's coming out, and when that sun comes out, like it's setting right here when I say coming out, because it was cloudy a few minutes ago. It's coming out from the clouds, and now it's gonna start shining on her white coat, and she's gonna be blasted white and you can't see anything anymore. Hide, sun, hide behind the clouds, please. So there. Yeah, these ears are getting a nice cut. I'm not even done drying her face. Just gonna pull all that forward. I want to be sure there are no knots. Seems not bad, but we're gonna finish drying this like this. Drying her like this. Just holding. I'm trying to say closing and then folding. Closing that ear. Folding the ear. Now, when you get in too close with a dryer like this, or with your force dryer, you could cause whip knots. Whip knots are when the hair is really long and you come in really close, and then that hair starts whipping around and it causes a knot. So, you don't want that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the other one because since her hair is so long, I prefer just brushing it out. This one, you want to shake? You always want to let your dog shake their head. When they're in the bath and they want to shake, don't stop them. Just There's a reason, you know, they may have some water or something in the ears, and just the fact that they shake, that helps get rid of that water if there's any in the ears. Sometimes they'll shake just because it tickles, you know. Like when we're drying, it'll tickle. So I never stop a dog from shaking its head. I'll put my hands in front or above, you know, or use a towel so that I don't get it too much on, you know, in my glasses, on my face. There. I'm thinking of getting my hair dyed red again. I had red hair my whole life. Well, my whole adult life. I had blonde hair for 8 years, really short blonde hair. And for a long time, I've had red. Long, curly red hair. I'm thinking, you know, I wanted to try out the grays. I've had gray hair since the age of 18. So I've been gray since 18. More lately, but I've had gray since 18. And I've colored my hair my whole life, and now I'm just thinking about getting my hair colored again. And I'm not too sure if I should. It took me since June 2022 was the last time that I colored my, that I did a full color on my hair. That my hairdresser did a full color. You don't want this? No? What was that about? Really? I'm just going lightly, honey. Just tapping and pulling. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting that done. The thing is because I like long hair. And when I dye my hair just starts breaking at a certain length. It starts breaking, you know, because the hair dye, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Kind of lost with my hair right now. Really. Okay, I'm gonna put this on here, guys, and I'm gonna give her a nice brush. This is probably where, if I'd be editing, this is probably the part where I'd say, okay, I'm just gonna move on. And then I'd kind of fast forward the brushing so that you don't have to endure watching all of the brushing. But maybe you'd like to watch the brushing. Gesundheit. There. So Lilly, her mom has me do her different than what most clients want me to do. So in the wintertime, but it makes sense. In the wintertime, she gets a shorter cut. No, I'm not going to pull on that. I just want to find it. No, Lilly. No. You just got to find it. Okay, those ears are just too much for me here. Just tuck them in there. Thank you. I want to get my scissors out. And so, yeah, in the wintertime, she'd prefer it shorter. In the summertime, she wants longer. I'm going to go in with these because that's a little tight there. She's got some major knots here. Well, major. And did you see what she was doing? She's trying to like nibble at my hand. She just does not want me to be combing there. So I'm just gonna find the knot, Lilly. It's okay. And I'm just gonna snip that out. You're okay. You know, when you grab a knot and you snip like this, you gotta be careful because you could be pulling on that skin. And then see how the skin is coming out here, and then you go and cut, you'll cut the skin. So you gotta be sure you see what you're doing. In general, I prefer holding at the base of the skin, coming out in front and cutting between your fingers. And yeah, it's better that way. I'll come in and fix it, guys. It won't look, no, really no. Don't you show me some attitude. But if it's too close to the skin, sometimes I have no choice. Don't you show me that attitude. You're all good. She's already pretty patient with me. No, these dogs are amazing. You know, I don't do this with cats. I don't groom cats. I just don't groom cats. Cats, they have a 10 to 15 minute tolerance. You know, you got to get them done really, really quickly. And their skin is like paper, so that means you got to work fast with skin that cuts so easily. And if the cat bites you, you got to go to the hospital, because cats, their mouths are toxic. Seriously, if you get bit by a cat, go to the hospital. It's poison. Not the same as dogs. There's something in their mouths that really cause you to, like a cat would bite, if a cat were to like bite a bird, the bird would die probably if the cat doesn't kill the bird instantly, the bird would die of the toxicity of the cat's mouth from its wounds. So, yeah. I'm just gonna shave under her arms here because I'm trying to see where. I'm gonna get in closer. God, that's crooked again. This thing keeps going crooked. So yeah, I don't groom kitty cats. Too stressful. Too much. That's funny because, I mean, I've had cats all my life. All my life. And I never had dogs. And I got my 2 dogs 15 years ago, 16 years ago. And I instantly fell in love with dogs. It's just so different. I own 2 cats also. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. Is that okay? See under here? There's some knots there. Get rid of that. You don't want to brush under there. I know, I won't brush. No, hang on. Some knots. Yeah, I'm just going in to check. Show me your belly. You know, while this is going, I'll just do the rest. Take that tail out. I don't want to cut your tail. Keep tucking your tail in. Let me see around here. Clean this area up in there. Just lightly get rid of some of that hair. You can go for your pee-pees with no problems. Oh, really? She's too grumpy. You're a grumpy girl today? Oh. See there? Now the sun's starting to hit my eyes. I had promised myself never again would I film at this time. And yet here I am filming at this time. There. All right, can we get to the cut? See how there's so much prep to do? There's just so much prep to do. Wash, dry, get rid of the knots, you know, brush, shave. We got to do the nails. We got to do your pads. Can I see your belly? Is everything okay with your belly here? No? Okay. In there too, lightly. Yeah, just lightly. What's going on there? What happened here? Let's turn you around. Get rid of that for sure. Okay, we're good. We good? We're good. All right. We do our pads. Switch this up for a 30 blade. Still filming. Bring this down a bit so you can see your feet. You turn a bit. And let's look at those feet. Clean this up. That's gonna feel good. You know, when they have their pads filled with hairs like this, that can get stuck in the crevices in those little toes there. Yeah, and that can cause problems down the road. Why are you being so iffy today? It can mat up and cause problems in their toes. Really? She just wants to be set free. She doesn't feel like it today. Like, lady, let go of me. Hang on, Lily. I'm going to give you a little more wiggle room. Hang on. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's being grumpy. So, yeah. I won't be doing any lives. Wait, so I'm trying to remember which video this is going to be. This is filmed in advance, but anyhow, the Christmas and the 1st is a Wednesday, and I won't be doing any lives. I usually do my lives every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, but of course, I'm still uploading. I'm still uploading on the Mondays and Fridays. The only reason why I'm not doing those lives is because it's Christmas and it's because it's New Year's, so, and I'm not working, so no lives then. You know, some tissues. Oh, thank you so much. So we're gonna do winter. Winter, she wants shorter. All right, 13. Winter, we're doing shorter. And yeah, the reason why she likes shorter in the winter, which makes sense, is because whenever Lily goes out walking and whatnot, she gets wet from the snow. And when these dogs get wet, it can cause some knotting and matting. So this little one gets it shorter in the winter. Her mom absolutely loves the whole fluffiness of a cotton, which I completely understand. And her mom takes so much care of her. She brushes her, and she always comes in very good shape, you know. So that's why, like in the winter, in the summer, she'll just let her hair grow out just a little longer. But as we're doing today, we're doing a 13 millimeter, and in the winter she's a 16. So we're only talking a very small difference, millimeters. Very small difference. But that's what the client wants. That's what I give the client. I usually do, like, when I do shave downs, I usually do 7 finishing blade. And one of my clients, she wants a 10 all over. I mean, the dog gets, it's a little Shih Tzu, the dog gets this 10 all over his body, head, face, everything, ears and whatnot. I think the ears. No. I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, short everywhere. See that hole here? See that hole? That's what I was saying a while ago. There's this hole. She was shaved. And there's like, it looks like she was bit by a tick or something like that, and that they took the tick out, they shaved it, or I don't know. But she's got a hole there. We're just gonna, you know, can't do anything about that. I'm just doing a little bit of back brushing, and you'll notice my back brushing, I'm not brushing, I'm just tapping. I'm just trying to lift that hair a bit. You know, as long as you have hair coming off your clipper, guys, your job is not done. So that means we continue on a bit. Well, that's not bad. Right, over here. Yeah, well, if she was bit by, you know, by a tick, she's already had a tick bite in the past. Maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I remember she had a tick. I gave her bath and then found that tick. And we removed it. I'm trying to remember if I removed it or if I sent her to see the vet, or if I removed it. Because in the beginning, I wasn't, like years ago, I wasn't removing the ticks. I just didn't want to remove them. You know, I just didn't feel safe. But I remove them now, you know. I feel confident enough that I know how to do it. Can we turn, honey? No. No, no. There. Go straight down. Yeah, and I'm thinking of creating some sort of course. I know I show you guys how I do what I do, but I'm talking about like a course where everything is, you know, that's manageable. But if you want to, you know, if you want to do a specific thing that you know, I'll have a specific video for that. Because most of my videos are just like, as I groom along, I show you what I do, and in some parts of the groom, like if something happens, the dog doesn't want to sit, or the dog has a knot, or you know, whatever, I'll just stop and show you how I do that. But I was thinking of doing something a little more, you know, pull out my better camera and do something a little more professional for you guys, something put together, you know. I don't know. I'm having all these ideas for the channel so that you guys can, you know, enjoy the videos and whatnot. Those ears are pretty long. If it were up to me, I'd get them cut right at the jawline. Oh, okay, I love it when my clipper does this. Listen to that. This is how my clipper dies, till it's completely gone. All right, I'm gonna plug it in, and that's what I love about these clippers. This one, the KM cordless. I don't have to set it up on a stand and then have to leave it there. I can just grab, hang on. It's usually easier than this. It's just that right now my cord's stuck there. It's stuck with my other cord. I just plug it in here, like that, like so. Plug it in the wall. And there you go. Sorry, I had to move that. Camera was out of, yeah, whatever. Okay, so I can continue. grooming. Now I forget what I was talking about. Great. Great. Yeah, I already did this part. So yeah, I can continue grooming without having to put it on a stand, you know, on a... Oh, hang on. You know, set it up on the charger. Sorry guys, sometimes I'm just a little too focused here. She's got her chest is like, boom, curved right in. I don't like the look of that. Actually, I think I'm gonna go and clip some more out of there on the belly. Really, really? We're almost done with the clipper. Oh, we gotta do your nails too. I'm gonna try this again here. I don't like the look of this. You know what? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna also take a 7 blade here instead of the 10. And I'm just gonna try to blend that in like that. It's gonna look a little better. I just wanted it to blend in a little better. There. All right, let's do her head. She's a 19 for her head. Step by step, eh? So now all the clipping is done. Just this left, her head. You see I'm coming right down, following that nose. You can brush this back. And we're going to get into those legs. I am done. It's going to finish charging. I'm done that part. Try to keep my stuff in order here so that I like things to be tidy. It's like when I'm cooking, right? I like to put my stuff away as I cook. But my husband, now he's one to not put his stuff away. And the kitchen looks like a war zone. And I tell him, you know, and then I go behind him as he's cooking, and I'm cleaning and picking up stuff, and because he does most of the cooking, he loves to cook. I let him do it, and then he does most of the cooking, and I do all the cleaning, and then at one point, he was, you know, he had his pan. He had fried up some beef, whatever, and he was making a roast, and he wanted to keep that pan, you know, with the whole butter and the roasted beef, whatever that was left in the bottom of that. And I took it and I junked it and I started washing the pan, and he was so pissed off. It's like, what did you do? Because he wanted to keep that. The reason why he keeps that is because he makes you know, a sauce or a gravy. Do you think I could use the Dremel on you? I'm gonna try the Dremel, guys. I'm not sure I don't remember if she likes it or not. I mean, likes it, if she deals with it. I'd like to get more off. Whoa, that scared me. I hate that thing. I just click on it and... Can you do well? You're doing good. You've got to be really careful with these Dremels so that you don't catch that hair. It's okay, hon. We'll do a few, only a few. Okay, she's pushing. I'm just holding that nail in place. Can we do this last one here? All right, she did good. Oh, that's smelly. I like to just take some of the nail off with the clipper first. No. With the nail clipper first. And then I come in and finish off with the Dremel. So that we have just less of that powdery substance that comes out. If she doesn't want me to do the rest, I will not force her. I don't like to force dogs to do what they don't, you know, to do something they don't want. The least possible. Sometimes we have to, but this is just a little extra I want to do here. All right. Good girl, thank you. Can we do your little thumbs here? You gonna yelp at me? Sometimes for some reason or another they do that. I like to do this with these little kitty nippers here. That nail is pretty curled. There. All right, so now we can start scissoring, guys. A lot of steps, huh? There's a lot of steps. A lot of steps, eh? Yeah, she's wagging her tail. We're not quite done, honey. Just take that out, and I'm just gonna go all around these little toes here, toesies. Oh yeah, that's not even true. I don't even believe it. What's that anxiety for? I don't even know. Really? She's just panting away here. What's with the panting, huh? And what's with that hole? I'd like to know what that hole is. I'm just cutting around your toes. I'm not touching your toenails anymore. I'm done. It's okay, hon. It's okay. Turn around. Give you a little wiggle room here again. So we're always turning the pup around. Yeah, oh, it's just completely shaved. There's this little, oh wow, she's got more than one. What is that? I'm tempted to scratch. Tempted to scratch. Do not touch. If this was my dog, I'd squeeze that out of there. Not my dog. I'd get in there and I'd squeeze it and say, what's in there? You can't do that, guys. Just can't. You're risking infection. I mean, yeah, it's no better for me to do it with my dog, but at least it's my dog. I'm just curious what's in there. What's the anxiety about, Lily? See how they get anxious for just no reason? It's nice and calm in here. Nice and quiet. She just wants me to let her free, set her free, go on the ground. She probably wants cookies. Would you like cookies? We gotta see him. I don't know if your mom lets me give you cookies. I never give cookies without asking first. You never know, guys. You never know if they can have allergies or stomach issues. And So I never, ever give a cookie till at least I ask if it's okay. And then I'll write it down on their card so that I know for next time if she's allowed to have cookies. Yeah, I'm pretty slow motion today, aren't I? Well, I don't know. Okay, she came in at 2:30. No, it's about right. It takes me about an hour and between an hour and 15 and an hour and a half. So I've been recording for an hour and 9 minutes. So it'll be more an hour and a half, guys. And sometimes the fact that I'm talking sometimes makes me a little slower for some reason. All right. You're gonna be all ready for Christmas. Yeah, all ready for Santa Claus. Here. If you guys have any questions about, what I'm doing, or please feel free to ask. I'm here for that. I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And I'm live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. But as mentioned, over the holidays, I won't be doing any lives. No lives for the holidays. Because I am on vacation. There, hang on. They just love to move, don't they? Let's see that paw here. I'm gonna lift this up a bit. You know what? These ears, they gotta go. I'm gonna take some off, guys. Just because it's just too much. I'll take a little more off, probably. But right now it's just, hang on, put your head straight. It's too much for me to handle. I'm, grab her ears. Also, and I'm gonna put them right behind the loop here, because she likes to just bring her head down. You want to get in closer? Let's see, a little closer here. She just likes to bring her head down. I'm gonna cut straight like that, and then right underneath I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah, you can see. I thought my big head would be in the way. Okay, I'm gonna hold her paw underneath here. Hang on. Wait. Fluff it all up. Nice and straight and flat. And I'm gonna go around like that. Do the same thing to the sides here. Nope. Do the edge of the toes. Bring this down. Fluff it all up. Remember, I made a whole bunch of holes there. I had no choice, guys. Those knots were bad, and she wasn't gonna let me. She wasn't gonna let me do anything there. So I'm gonna try to blend it. Whoa, sorry. You get scared there? Yeah, there's this hole here. Yeah. See her shaking? There's really no reason for her to be shaking. She's panting, she's stressed. It's That's what happens, guys. And some of you are gonna think, oh my God, poor dog. But the dog, as you see, we're going in calmly and being careful. That's one nice foot. Look at that one foot there. Those are nice toesies, huh? All right, let's do the other one. Okay, I'm gonna back us up a bit. Hang on. Sorry, I want to get dizzy. The clipper was in the way. I'm going to do the same thing with this leg. I always find the front legs is the longest. Fluff that up a bit. Stand her up. Nice straight leg, go straight down. All the way down to the table. Straight down to the table. Give her another fluff. Maybe a tap on the leg for everything to fall naturally. Straight down. I'm going to come straight into there like that. Watch her toe. She has a toe back there. They all have that toe back there. It's like behind here, behind her little pad. Okay, let's sit back down. Do the same thing over here. Straight to the chest. Lift it all up. Burnt my finger earlier, and that hurts. All right, can I see the top of your foot here? Whoops. Flat. Side, and you just keep your eye on those legs. You just want to make two, you start cut this side, flat, and then round it all out, okay? And you got to just imagine she has a bone in there, a straight bone, and you just want to cut all around that bone around her leg. Make it nice and straight. So you have a look. See, I can take a little more off because I'm noticing that it's a little larger than the other one. Sometimes the dog will shake and try to cut straight, and the dog's legs going like this. See, there's a hole here. See that? There's a hole here from me cutting a while ago. I'm gonna try to come in and fix that a bit. Had no choice, guys. That knot was set in there, and there was no way that I was gonna comb her or brush her in that area. She wouldn't have had it. So you just gotta do your best with what you got. I'm holding her head away, up and away, because I don't want her coming down to the scissors. So that's why we gotta hold their heads up like that, okay? We try to round this out here because it's up higher at this end because I had to cut another hole there. So maybe try to bring it up a little higher. This end here. Try to round everything out. I'll go in there with this one because there's a lot to cut there. All right. So that seems not too shabby. Maybe a little more. All right. You can set that foot down. Always want to come back in, and there's always something somewhere. All right. Not too shabby. All right, let me turn her around here. The side here, I'm seeing that she has some hairs there. Turn. See how crooked that is? Come back in. And let's fix it. Can you see? I hope so. Girly, girly, that's a lot of panting for what's going on. That's over-exaggerating here. Over-exaggerating. To come in and fix that again. All right, so I'm going to do the back end here. Oh, so we got an hour and 20 there. So we're almost done. I say I'm on time. It usually takes me about an hour, 15, hour and a half, as I was saying. Of course, I'm talking a lot, so. This is my last pup of the day, so I'm kind of slow also. You know, I usually groom, well, my grooming hours are 10 a.m., 12:30, 2:30, and then 4:15. And at the end of the day, I'm tired. I mean, there are some people who groom like 15 dogs in a day. I mean, what time you gotta get up to do that? And if they're grooming 15 dogs a day, I'm wondering if they don't have a bather, and it's just like they're just doing all the scissor and clipper work. But you know, I mean, there are 12 hours from 12 to 12. That's 12 hours, right? And if you're doing a dog, it takes you an hour, we'll say, because you're just like shaving the dog. I'm wondering, because you can't be doing a cut, like I don't know, it's just a lot of hours, I think. It's just too much in a day. Anyway, for me, it would be too much. Yeah, I get it. We're done, honey. I'm gonna check your tail. Okay, we check your tail. Turn around. Give you some wiggle room. I never learn. Every time I turn them around, they just turn right back around. Okay, stay this way. Whoop, right there. You see, right between her legs, and then check her tail, and then we're finishing her face. Usually takes me maybe about 5 minutes or more, depending. Really? I don't have much more to say. Sorry, I gotta get in there and get all of those hairs out of there. Thinking of getting myself a few other pairs of scissors. Okay, there's too much worrying here. Turn. And if only they knew that if they would comply, that it would be done so much faster. Tip of the tail, take a little bit off, just a little bit. Just the edge. Same thing for here. We're just going to flag this a little bit. Make a nice little flag. Can I see the other side too? I'm gonna do this again. Gotta do it twice, at least. Be sure you got all of it. Turn. Miss Anxiety. And these are the types of coats that you just, you know, look, you did a cut, you just don't want to touch them because then they look messy. So you put them on the ground and you tell the client, don't touch. Don't touch. All right, fine. We're done that part. Just want to be sure underneath here that you don't have any hairs hanging out. Sticky outies. Thank you. She's setting her tail to the side. Good girl. All right. Sit, sit. All right. Do your face. You know, Lily, you've been coming to me since, I mean, seriously, how long have you been coming to me? No, longer than that. Oh, since July 2017. Seven years? 7.5 years? And she's still worrying. Often when you get to the head, they'll start relaxing for some reason. I don't know if it's because they hear the scissors, but she's just panting away. I don't know if any of you guys watched the whole video. Can you let me know if you watched the whole video? Are there people out there actually watching my whole video? All right, take this off. Come in with these bigger ones. Can you put that foot down? Set that foot down. You know, I'm looking at her legs and there are things in there that I need to do again. See how I'm just going across like this? Ah, see, I'm seeing stuff. And I'm going to bring this in, cut a bit. Bring her ear up, pull that out. Let's just get rid of all that. Go slowly here. You never know when that ear will come popping out. Even if I'm holding her ear, that could just really want to go slow here. Once I've done this, I'll pull everything up and out. I'm going to try to round this out a little more. And I'll come in with my nice 40 tooths here and clean that up. You don't want any marks, you know, because those scissors, those other ones, it can leave little marks because they're really aggressive. So the more teeth you have, the softer the finish is going to look. The less teeth you have, the more it'll just chomp and cut into that. So I'll do my chomping and then I'll come in and smooth that out. Do the same thing on this side. Just come in and cut a little bit of this off. And then we're going to use these to chomp all of that out. Close your mouth, honey. Whenever you're closing the dog's mouth, you got to be careful. If they're sticking their tongue out, you got to push that tongue back in before holding the mouth closed. And I'm only holding the mouth closed lightly. See, she'll want to pant, push the tongue back in and close. is if you close the mouth without putting that tongue back in, you risk closing the mouth on the tongue, and then the dog's tongue's gonna bleed, you know? You don't want them to bite their tongue. See how she's just moving her ear like that? There's always a possibility. Yeah, there is a possibility. If you close your scissor onto that ear, you don't want that. At this point, once all of that is done, this is where I'm going to have to start looking to see if there's anything sticking out anywhere, okay? Because it's not done until it's done. So I'm gonna lift all of this up. See that? See that? And it's pointy there. That's not done. Close your mouth, hon. Close your mouth. I don't want that point there. Take more out. See all of this here? I'm going to round that out. I don't want that point there. This too. Do the same thing again. And what I also want to do is I want to take these edges out here to come around it out in the front. Do the same thing on this side. Okay. Just keep fluffing that back up. And she always does this. She turns her head to the side. So I'm going to bring this here. She's constantly tilting her head to the side. Hang on, I just want to pull that out. Okay, see how she turns her head to the side like that? I can't force her to bring her head straight. So guys, my video stopped and I have no idea why, and I don't even know where it stopped at. So I just finished cutting her ear here. Wow. I don't know if you guys heard me talk about the fact that she just keeps turning her head to the side and to not fight the dog when they do that. I just want her to continue to deal with her head being tilted to the side. Wow. Why does my camera keep doing that? Oh boy, so I'm gonna lift some of this off. I have to keep turning to see if it's recording. Oh boy. So, yeah, so this is not an edit, guys. This is just, again, my camera that just decided to stop while I was working. Well, when I say again, it's because the other video, same thing happened, the last video before this one. So she's looking pretty slick. So I'm gonna want to bevel just a bit to make this look nice and natural. I'm gonna bevel like this in an angle. You can come down this way or feel comfortable right now like that. So see how it just causes the ear to be a little more natural, like the edges, like that. I'm going to do the same thing here on this ear. She had a lot of black on her ear, and because I took some of that black out. And you want to look on the inside too. You can bevel on the inside also. You don't want it to look too square like that. Just a little more natural. There. I'm going to take a picture of her, guys, and thank you so much for watching. And I hope everyone's enjoying the holiday season. I'm going to take a nice picture, and I'll see you in the next video. there, pet parents and grooming gurus. If you enjoyed my tail-wagging transformations and want more tips to keep your furry friends looking fabulous, just hit that subscribe button. Remember, every click helps spread the love and lathers of grooming joy. Subscribe now and let's embark on this fluffy journey together.